What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at the UFC 310 heavyweight belt that's potentially a number one contenders fight in Ciryl Gane versus Alexander Volkov. So this, of course, is a rematch, and the first time these two fought, it went Ciryl Gane's way, but it was a competitive fight as long as it lasted. I mean, Ciryl Gane, of course, is one of the most agile and elite strikers in the heavyweight division, honestly. The guy's an absolute stud on the feet. When he gets to the ground, it looks like he's a 6-year-old, but on the feet, the guy's an absolute stud. And then on the other side, you have Alexander Volkov, who is a guy that's kind of been counted out his whole career, but as of late, he's picked up some steam and he's picked up some big wins. Mainly the Sergey Pavlovich fight. That was a fight I did not think he was going to win, but he went in there and he outclassed Sergey Pavlovich for 3 rounds, and he impressed me a lot, honestly. And after seeing what he did against Sergey Pavlovich, I think he has a really good chance to win this fight. Honestly, I really do. I think a lot of people are going to be picking Gane in this one, and I could see why, but don't sleep on Volkov. There's a very possible reality where Volkov goes in there and gets his hand raised. I mean, he can't do what he did against Pavlovich, which was stay on the feet for 3 rounds, because Gane is just more of a versatile striker than Sergey, and he's going to be able to stay on the outside and pick his shots, and he's just going to dominate on the feet. For Volkov to win this one, he's going to have to use his wrestling, and as we've seen in many Ciryl Gane fights before, that's definitely his weakness. If Volkov can get a hold of Gane, control him, bring him to the mat, that's definitely his path to victory. But what Ciryl Gane is really good at is picking his shots and staying on the outside and not allowing his opponents to get close. He's done that before in other fights and it's worked for him really well, so that's probably what he's going to be trying to do here. Another factor in this fight that you definitely need to remember is activity. I mean, Ciryl Gane hasn't fought since September of last year against Sergey Spivak at UFC Paris. So that's been it's almost been a 15-month layoff since his last fight. And I know he's a big star in France, I understand that, and he's making movies, he's doing a bunch of stuff, he's still definitely making money, which is probably why he's not fighting as much, but activity is a big thing in this sport, and time again, we see guys who take long layoffs, who don't fight as often, and they don't look the same when they come back, especially when they're fighting guys who are a lot more active than them, and that's exactly what Volkov is. Ciryl Gane is honestly one of the most interesting dudes for me because I feel like he could actually be one of the biggest stars if he actually fought more. I mean, this dude, he feels like wasted potential. I understand he's a big star in France, but you want to capture a worldwide audience. And if he fought a lot more, he could put on great performances, and I think he could be right there. But the problem is, he likes to nitpick a lot of his fights. He likes to try and only fight for belts. And overall, that's why you don't really see him fight as much. But at the end of the day, if you're not winning title fights, you're not going to be fighting for the belt. So get back in there and fight a lot more often to get other opportunities at the title. And ironically, by saying that, I mean, I think this is a number one contenders fight because, well, Jon Jones doesn't want to fight Tom Aspinall. So, I mean, Aspinall may even have to fight one of these two next, which is just wild to even think about, honestly. It really is. We just need to unify those belts, get Jon Jones out of here, and see one of these guys fight Aspinall next for the actual heavyweight title. That's what I want to see. If one of these guys ends up fighting Tom before Tom fights Jones, I don't even know what to say at this point. I'll be speechless. A big factor in this fight, though, I think is going to be speed. Ciryl Gane, he's so quick. On the feet, he's in and out, he moves really well, and that's one thing Volkov isn't the best at. He's not a very fast dude. He's more so tactical, slow, big, powerful, but he's not very agile and not very quick. And that's where Ciryl Gane's going to have the advantage in this one. And if Volkov isn't going to be able to get a takedown, he's not going to win this fight. If this stays on the feet, Ciryl Gane will win. He'll pick him apart. He'll move in and out of the pocket and exchange big shots. I don't know who really to pick in this one, to be honest. I'm a little torn. The activity, it really bugs me, and I think that could be a factor in this one. But at the same time, on the feet, I think these two are just worlds apart, really. But I think I'm going to go with my gut. I'm going to say Alexander Volkov wins this fight. I think he is going to be able to get the takedowns, and he's going to be able to hold Ciryl Gane down. It's not going to be pretty. I'm not saying this is going to be an amazing performance from Volkov, but Volkov, he's impressed me in these last 2 fights. I really like what I saw against Pavlovich, and I think that Ciryl Gane, sometimes if you're not active enough, it could really affect your career, and this could be that moment for Ciryl Gane. Everything could come crumbling down, and essentially he's going to be looking to have 1 or 2 other fights to get back into the title conversation. So give me Alexander Volkov via decision. I think he'll take Ciryl to the scorecards, and I don't think he'll be able to submit him, but I think he'll be able to control him enough to get his hand raised in the end. There you guys have it. Those are my thoughts on this fight. I mean, I could be completely wrong with this one, by the way. I'm not even 100% confident in that Volkov pick, but I like some upsets sometimes, and I think there is valid reasoning to pick Volkov in this matchup. Let me know what you guys think, though. Do you have Ciryl Gane winning? Do you have Alexander Volkov winning? Let me know down below in the comments. Thank you all for watching this video. Be out on the lookout for more UFC 310 breakdowns. So many great fights on this card. So many great matchups to talk about. So thank you all for watching once again. I'll catch you all in the next one.